Up next, the AM Kevin Show with your host, Kevin Shorey. But first, we would like to tell you a little bit about Kevin Shorey Ministries. 38 years ago, Kevin Shorey felt the calling to use his talents as a singer, songwriter, and evangelist to help fulfill the Great Commission to go into all the world and preach the gospel. Today, Kevin Shorey Ministries is continuing this mission through television, radio, social media, streaming, music, and evangelistic services. During the show, Kevin will tell you how you can help him spread the word that Jesus is the answer for this world today. Won't you consider helping us in this great cause? Thank you. Now, sit back and enjoy this edition of AM Kevin.
This is going to be a great program. Lonnie Spiker's with us today. But today is the 30th of March, 2022. Yes, that's his CDs. You're going to want to get them. I'm telling you, this guy is amazing. This man is got some great songs, great country music. I mean, classy country music. Good stuff today. I'm going to get on my soapbox today. A lot of things happen in history today that tie in with what I'm thinking about today. In 1870 today, this has nothing to do with the soapbox. I just thought it was a great achievement for our country. The 15th Amendment passed today in 1870, March the 30th, and it's where the African Americans, men, were allowed to vote. 1870. Took a lot more decades before women were allowed to vote, which is sad, but at least they passed this. 1964 today. Okay, if I did any more, I have to pay for it. So Jeopardy debuted on TV a year after I was born, 1964. Let's do a Jeopardy answer question. The answer is, no one really knows. The question is, who is really in control of our government? That is the question. Who really knows? Today, also in history, President Ronald Reagan was an attempt assassination, and he was shot, sent to the hospital, and his Secretary of State, Alexander Haig, stood up and made an announcement and said that he was in control. So they called today I Am in Control Day in honor of Alexander Haig. But while it was not totally true that he was in total control of our country, he seems a lot more competent to run things in our nation. And he's passed away, but he still seems more competent than our current president. Is Biden really running our country? That's all. Is he really in control? Maybe we don't want him in control, but I don't think he is. With all the mistakes and stammering and walking back on his comments, is he really in control on I Am in Control Day? Just a thought to think about as we pray for him, pray for our nation, and wonder if he's not in control, who's really in control? Who did we really vote for, or some people vote for? I don't know. It's a thought for today on I Am in Control Day. That's my soapbox. I'm sticking to it. Come on, Larry, roll it. Let's start this program right now with our special guest, Lonnie Spiker.
Oh, yeah.
The following program is presented by Kevin Shorey Ministries, whose mission is to fulfill the Great Commission by spreading the word that Jesus is the answer for this world today. What time is it? Why, it's time for AM Kevin. That's right. From Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, it's time once again for another edition of AM Kevin. Starring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. And now, from the AM Kevin Studios located in Stonebridge Books and Gifts in beautiful Ashland City, Tennessee, reaching coast to coast and around the world with the message that Jesus is the answer for this world today, is your host, Kevin Shorey.
Good morning. Isn't it a great day to serve the Lord? Thank you very much. You are watching a great program today. All good to see you. Tim and Larry and Steve and Darius. That's Texas, California, West Virginia. Guy in the regular Virginia. And Jolene in South Dakota. And which is really, it's it's one Dakota. And so you got that. Ma Bell's in the house. Cliff and Joyce in St. Louis. And Sandy out in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm so glad you're here today. Because today we're going to start off with some great music. I am telling you, this is going to be, I shouldn't say it, but this artist is going to be one of your favorites. It's going to be one of your regulars, and I won't say who you are.
I paid you well to say that.
Did
too,
you?
but,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? You did not pay me, but it is so true. I heard you practicing your songs, and I love your songs and your singing, and they're mostly original. Is this one original, Things Only a Fool Would Know? Did you write this one, or is this one's?
I did not write this one.
Okay.
But this was.
Oh, this song is you, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not calling you a fool, but I'm just saying.
Well,
that didn't really sound good, did it?
No, well, that was kind of funny because it's funny you mentioned that because the lady who pitched it to me, whose name was Mary Francis, who wrote Mary a lot of big hits.
Mary Francis, a good Irish lady.
Mary Francis, yes.
Yeah.
She said, I wrote a song a while back that reminds me of you. And she brought it out, and it's Things Only a Fool Would Know. And I looked at her and I said, I'm not sure I really like that or not.
No.
Is that a compliment, or I don't know.
But it's a great song.
Oh, it is a great song.
Let's start with this good country song. Lonnie Spiker, ladies and gentlemen. Things Only a Fool Would Know.
Yes, sir. How to cook dinner for one. How to act like you're having fun when you'd rather be somewhere else, feeling sorry for yourself. Things only a fool would know, like goodbye follows, I told you so. How hard it was to let her go. Things only a fool would know.
I love it. I'm here for you.
How long it takes for love to die, or to take a grown man cry. How many times we've swinging doors, how many times they come before. Things only a fool would know, like goodbye follows, I told you so. How long it takes for let her go. Things only a fool would know. Things only a fool would know. Like goodbye follows, I told you so. How long it takes to let her go. Things only a fool would know. When the slamming door, things only a fool would know. He was waiting. Take it, sir. Come on. Yes, sir. Oh, I love it.
Country music. That is the way it's supposed to be. God bless you for that. And if you love his music, which I know that you do, I know that you are. He's not done. He's just warming up. That song is on here, I believe, on
Yes.
this CD called, what is it
That
called?
one's In Another Life. We have,
In Another Life.
yeah, we've got 5 of them so far, and working on number 6 at this point.
Wow, wonderful. I love this. When the Crazy Kicks In. That's
Yeah, that's a new single we have that's coming out.
Oh, wow. Can you give us a few lines of that, When the Crazy Kicks In? How does that go?
No, but I'll tell you what, we can play it a little later, though.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and it's already paperwork signed and everything on it, so you'll be one of the first to actually play it on the air.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So that means you have to come back.
Okay, you're on. Oh,
When the
darn.
Crazy Kicks In. I like that's the title. That's really the theme of our program. So When the Crazy Kicks In. But so how did you get started into country music? I mean, you're from Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania. Actually,
Yeah.
there's quite a hotbed for
Sure.
country music over there.
All over this country, really.
Really? Yeah, you're right. We were close to Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and a lot of the family was in the Appalachians. So, there was just music around all the time.
Yeah.
And actually, I just kind of picked it up
Yeah.
from that.
I think I read something about your dad gave you a guitar and the
Yeah.
rest is history. You
That's
said
it.
You're
That's
going to
it.
go.
I was at my grandmother's house,
Yeah.
and she had opened the closet door. And on the top of the closet door, I saw the butt end of a guitar. And I looked at it and says, "Grandma, what's that?" Because I knew she didn't play guitar, or at least I didn't know she played guitar,
Yeah.
And she said, "That's your dad's guitar." And I said, "I want it."
Yeah.
And 6 years old, 7 years old, something like
Yeah.
that. And it's still sitting in my living room today. So,
Wow. Wow. Just kind of taught yourself to play? I mean,
my father taught me to play,
Yeah.
and then you pick up licks
just
from
keep
other people
practicing.
and keep going.
I
So.
wished I'd have done that as a youngin'. I went to the piano, but I wish I would have added guitar.
Yeah.
I think guitar players are so awesome.
Well, it's good on piano, though, because you pick up that bass line and the rhythm line both. And that's a very good instrument to
Thank
start
you,
off
Lonnie,
on.
for
So
making
you
me
did
feel
great.
better.
Oh no, it's true. It's true.
So you get from Pennsylvania to the Grand Ole Opry.
Well, yeah, yeah, overnight.
Overnight.
It was an overnight sensation. Yeah, that's a.
Like nobody is.
No. No, we moved here in 90. My wife and I got married when I was in Pennsylvania, and we did a lot of radio shows and tours up there. Wheeling Jamboree was a radio show that we were on up there as regular, and played a lot of the honky tonks and ski resorts and stuff like that up there.
Yeah.
And in 90, we moved to Nashville to learn how to write songs, because that
Yeah.
was the thing that I was
Yeah.
wanting to really pursue, was songwriting.
That's awesome.
And
Very smart.
then I kind of faded back into being an artist. So as
Yeah.
time went on, I played bass for other people, and
Yeah.
Leon Ashley and Margie Singleton. I was band leader for them for a lot of years.
Has Margie been on the program? Yes. That
Did
name
you?
sounds familiar. Yes,
Boy,
of
she
course.
is awesome, isn't she?
She
It's-
really is.
I love working with him and her. It was a fun trip every time you went out. But,
Yeah. For sure. And so today you're writing songs, you're recording.
yes,
And,
and of course we were in off the road for the last couple of years due to the COVID thing. Sadly,
Really? What a
but,
surprise.
Yeah, really.
I don't
What's
ever
wrong with
wanna-
us?
Let's
It's-
not relive those years again.
But I'll
for
tell
sure.
you what, in the last 2 years is the longest I've been off the road.
Same here.
Since 2000, or since I was 24, I think,
Yeah,
something
right,
like
right.
that. I was always at least out once a month. And so I am itching like mad, and my wife wants
Yeah.
to get me out of the house, folks. So if you can hire me on the road, I appreciate it.
She's here. She's thumbs up. Yeah.
She's agreeing with
agreeing
that,
with
right?
you.
But we're heading back out on the road again in
Yes.
probably April, May.
Oh, good, good, good.
And,
Do you have dates lined up? Any states that people watching can maybe
Yeah,
look
we're gonna be
for
back
you?
down in Fort Worth, Texas here.
Sandy?
Probably.
in
Hey,
Fort
Sandy, come see us in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Probably near Austin as well.
Yeah.
And
Where
then
my
we'll be
son
back.
lives.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. And we're supposed to be doing a couple dates in Ohio.
Very
so
good.
That's,
Yes. All right.
gonna get us
Kenny,
around a little
Don,
bit.
all the Ohio delegation.
Kenny and Don, if you're not there whenever I'm there, I'm going to ask. We'll come to your house and pick you up and bring you to the show.
That's it. For sure. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, you're going to be in another place in another time.
Yes, I usually
See
am.
that segue?
Boy,
It's the name of a song.
That was beautiful.
It's
That
not my
brings
first rodeo, Lonnie. It's not my first day on the job, but
That brings a tear of joy to my eyes.
tear of joy. Let's do this song. Come on, we got to have one more song at least.
Okay.
We're trying to get two more for all of you watching on Destiny Television. By the way, if you're watching on Destiny Television, join us live on Facebook or YouTube every day, Monday through Friday. Anyway, here's one more song
Be here.
with Lonnie Spiker.
Right. One by one, they're turning out the lights. I've been feeding that old jukebox just to hold you tight. Oh, but it's for the best, 'cause I put in my last dime to hear you whisper, we'll meet again. Another place, another time. Chairs are stacked on all the tables, and it's closing time, they say. I could wait right here forever if they'd only let me stay. Anyway, would be much better than that old lonely room of mine, and a sleepless night waiting for another place, another time. Won't that room of mine be a lonely place to be after I've been holding you so close to me? And won't that old stairway be a little hard to climb to a lonely room to wait for another place, another time? On the field. Won't that room of mine be a lonely place to be after I've been holding you so close to me? And won't that old stairway a little hard to climb to a lonely room to wait for another place, another time?
Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button there.
Uh-oh, blanked my band out.
There it is. No, I didn't have your reverb on the whole time. Oh, well.
Oh, that's all
Maybe
right.
it is my first rodeo. I don't know. No, but this
They didn't miss
is-
anything, trust me.
No, yeah, that was a great song. And this is it. My Facebook and YouTube and the announcer, Larry, put up your website, which looks like it's LonnieSpiker.com.
Yes.
And you can get CDs there.
You can get CDs there, or any place that actually sells music.
Okay,
Apple,
Apple,
or
Amazon, any of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. Get those songs today for sure. I know.
Appreciate it,
you're gonna
folks.
love
Thank
them.
you.
I hate to mention any names, Charlene and Phyllis, but and
Charlene and
Ginger
Phyllis, please buy my CD.
and Ginger. They will. I know they will. They really love it. I'm glad everybody's watching. Pastor Beatty out there in St. Louis is watching, and he says, terrific. I think he said, Charlene said, good morning to you. I've got to do just
Thank
a
you.
little bit of a commercial here, and I just want everybody to help us if you can. I've got some great news I want to say today. Yesterday, I got a phone call. And, well, see, before I say that, my stepdad made sure that I would tell everybody that if you are planning to give to a ministry or put them in your will or give to any organization or somebody you love, do it while you can. What happened was friends of his who've been donating to his orphan ministry, the Hand of God Ministries out in Ethiopia, which we were a part of here just a few weeks ago, they had another ministry that they had in their will for many, many years, but they had switched over and they wanted to give to him when they passed away. So this man and his wife got the paperwork when she got sick. This was all in her name, his wife's name. And the paperwork came and she got sick and passed away quicker than they expected and did not get to sign it over. Oh. So this percentage that was going to go from her will to his Hand of God Ministries went to another ministry, which is fine, but it's to the tune of $140,000. It's not funny at all, but I can't help but laugh because another ministry got it. My dad is not upset. He's at least they got it. And the man says, I know my wife would still want to give you something. So, first of all, I want to make sure if you're going to give to a ministry, and I'm not saying mine or any, but if you really want to do something, make sure it's in there before you get sick and do it. So he wanted me to say that. I got that out of the way. Here's the good news. The drum roll is, the good news is the man gave a good significant amount so that June 1st, the $10,000 that was needed for the crusade in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, is going to take place in the soccer stadium June 1st. I am flying to Ethiopia. Well, the crusade's paid for. I just got to now find some money to get the flight over there, which is, a few $1,000s. About $2,000 or $3,000 to fly, and all the expenses would you take care of in about $3,000. Because hotels and food is cheap over there. But the crusade is going to happen. I'd push the hallelujah button, but I got it ready for another song. So, hallelujah. The crusade is paid for. June 1st. We're going back. I got to go back to Ethiopia. I've just returned, but I got to go back. And so I wanted to announce that. So for the flight and the expenses for this crusade coming up, we want to put away some extra. You can do things by giving. Even this hat is not this hat, but this design is our own design. It's the Friends of Israel ball cap. It has the Star of David and the Cross of Calvary mixed into one hat. $20, 2 for $30. Our CDs are, go to kevinshorey.com. Call us at 844-47-KEVIN. Or you can write to us at P.O. Box, and I believe that Larry's putting it up there for you Facebook and YouTube people. P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee 37146. That's 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee 37146. You can go to our website if you believe in the healing power of silver. We have all the silver products. We can make no medical claims, but we love to offer those who like the liquid silver to build up their immune system. People believe in this and they drink this. It helps their stomach. Helps. The founders of this also have had testimonies of people who came down. And I think about this when I go overseas. Every time I see a mosquito in Africa, I think of malaria. They say this actually has brought healing to people in malaria. I'm not saying it. They're saying it. But if you believe in the healing power of liquid silver, silver gel, the silver lozenges. This is good for singers, brother. This is really, silver and honey mixed together. It's some good stuff. Go to our website and you can find the links there. Every dime is going to go now. Every extra dime above our regular expenses is going towards this crusade now for the expenses. The crusade is paid for. It's a miracle. It really is a miracle. Nobody just writes a check for $10,000 every day, right? I know you'd be blessed if that somebody would, right? Has that ever happened to you?
No.
No, never really happened to me, ever. And,
I can't even make a good story up around that. That's never happened.
No, you can't. But God is so good. And, what I was going to share today is about our faith. And I'll expound that in the second half hour. But you that are watching today, know that when you just have faith, the faith, and what I wanted to share was, the old 3 teenage mutant ninja Hebrew children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Their faith was so strong that they said, even if we get thrown in the fire, even if you try to kill us, whatever you do, we're not going to bow down. We're not going to change our faith. We're going to stand tall for God. That's the kind of faith I pray for every day. I hope that's the faith that you pray for every day, that you will just trust Jesus no matter what. Two things remind me of this, and I'll expand in the second half hour. because I want to get in one more. We're going to end with a song, not the big ending that we normally do. We're going to do a Lonnie song. You might have to do it twice, but that's okay. I love.
Oh darn!
Oh darn! I know. But the truth of it is, number one, by seeing this, they actually did go into the fiery furnace. It shows me we are going to have troubles. We're going to have trials and tribulations. You know, if any preacher tries to tell you you're never going to have any troubles, don't ever listen to them again, because they're not telling you the truth. Number one, we are going to have troubles. But the best news is Jesus will be with us in the fire. And it shows us that even though we have trials and tribulations, he will be with us. He'll never leave us and never forsake us. He's with us always. The Bible tells us at the last book in the Bible, he's with us always, even to the end of the age. You can trust him today. He is there. Even in your lonely times. See how my segue is going into a song called Lonelier than this. Huh? What do you think?
You're just so good at these segues.
No, I don't know. But we'll expound more on that in the second half hour. I just want to let y'all know out there in the Alabama station that if you'll just have faith, God will help you, and he will get you through to the other side. I'm sure you've never had any problems or any situations.
No, thank God for that.
Your faith has never been tested. But
no,
but it's so
never
true.
has,
If we trust in him, he gets us to the other side.
Absolutely.
He's got this country to the other side. And, people get frightened. They say, oh, the president, and all this, whatever.
He's got the world to the other side.
Yeah.
This is a very small part of the world.
Old song we used to, right? He's got the whole world.
There you go.
In his hands, right?
That's right.
He does. Let's go out with a good old country song. One more from Lonnie. Did you write this one? Lonelier than this?
Yes.
I keep picking ones you didn't.
Yeah, really. It was like.
But you did this. Tell us how you wrote this one and then set it up, and we'll end the program with this.
This one was just a rather bland story to tell. It was just on a writing appointment.
Oh.
I sat down and wrote it and had a good time with it.
Well, I like this. Yeah. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, Lonnie Spiker.
Thank you, folks. I love fiddle. Would you look at that smile on her face? She's the center of attention in this room. I'm the one who's feeling out of place. How could she be over me so soon? Couldn't she be a little lonelier than this? Ain't there something about me she could miss? Why does she have to be so happy without me? Couldn't she be a little lonelier than this? Up there. I used to be the one she looked up to. Since I let her down, she looks the other way. She's already warming up to someone new and turning her back on yesterday. Couldn't she be a little lonelier than this? Ain't there something about me she could miss? Why does she have to be so happy without me? Couldn't she be a little lonelier than this? Why does she have to be so happy without me? Couldn't she be a little lonelier than this?
Yes, 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 yes.
The boys cut it off right at the end there. Yeah, it was good.
Did they?
There was no playoff on it. They just
Just
ended it.
yeah.
It was good, guys.
But it was good. It was good. I like it. I like that song.
Thank you, man.
And you just got together with, and just
Yeah.
said, let's get in the studio and write that song.
Let's write one.
Now, another place, another time that you did, is that your
Now
song?
that was a Jerry Lee Lewis song, believe it or not.
I thought I recognized. It sounded
Yeah.
familiar, but
Yeah, man, Jerry
you
Lee
tear it up.
Lewis, you know, he was, of course, into the rock phase, but in the late 60s to mid 70s, he was doing honky-tonk music.
no, he was.
And,
Definitely
you know,
he was.
there, in my mind, there is no better honky-tonk singer on the planet than that guy.
Right.
When he would twist a note and just take all the hurt out of a note you could
Yeah.
possibly bend.
Totally.
Yeah.
Squeeze it out. And I didn't know this until I got satellite radio and Willie's Roadhouse, which I
Yeah.
listen to all the time because
Yes.
my father-in-law's on there once in a while. And hear Jerry Lee Lewis all the time. I'm shocked. Jerry Lee. And another shocking was Ray Charles.
Oh, yes.
How he really had some
man.
good country music as well.
Well,
but,
you know, there are people that sing music and there's people that feel music. And both of them, you can tell, they feel it. I mean, it's just
do.
part of them
yeah,
when they sing.
yeah. Like Mel.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
You know, I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything.
No,
but I know
okay.
you have an affinity towards my father-in-law, and, as well as other
Absolutely.
great. You know, you list some of your some of those who influenced you.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Mel was in the list.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yes.
you know, you must know a Mel song.
Absolutely.
Do you? Can you play a little Mel song?
Yeah. We'll try one here. I'll just take it without the band.
No, you're great.
It's let me see. What was the one we were messing with a little bit ago? We were just playing around with one.
You got me hard over
Oh yeah. There. I love you so much
Oh, come on.
that I can't leave you. Even though my mind tells me I should.
Give you some reverb.
But you come home and tell me you still love me. And all my thoughts of leaving do no good.
Come on, say it.
You've got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll keep hurting me, I know, but I just can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. Now friends tell me they see you out with others,
Oh, come on.
and in my mind I try hard to forget. But you come home and tell me you still love me, and I still hope there's some chance for us yet. You've got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll keep hurting me, I know, but I just can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. No, my heart won't let my love for you change. Brother Mel Tillis, I miss you, brother.
I know I miss him, and you don't know how much you made my heart glad today.
Well, I'm glad.
I know. I'm so glad you came. I need to hear that today. Think of him often. You know, we're living in his house, and so you can't
Wow.
help but think of him
Exactly.
every day I wake up. But that's so good, because we've had others that come on and they'll do Ruby or
Oh, yeah, right.
or Detroit City, but You're the first one to do Heart Over Mind. I love that's
Oh,
one of
man.
my faves.
I love shuffle music. Shuffle songs, I could sit and sing all day long. So.
No, it's so great. It's so great. And so you're writing now. You said something about this. Now, I can play this after you're gone or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
This
It's our latest single that's
when
out
the
right
crazy
now.
kicks in. So
When the
this
Crazy Kicks
this
In.
is on a CD that's coming out.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It'll be on the next CD that comes out.
When do you think that's going to be? So we know when to book him. I'm just doing this for Ruth.
Actually, in the fall.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll have
Excuse
you
me.
before then. We got. You got to
Okay.
be once a month or something.
Well, we
because all
appreciate
these
that.
songs. Looking at the songs here, things only a fool would know. Texas in Another Life.
Texas in Another Life.
What's that about?
Um,
Besides Texas.
Texas in Another Life.
Yeah.
About a guy who moved to Texas who felt like he was at home.
Yeah.
And
Como se llama, Mama?
mm-hmm.
What's your name, Mama?
Yep.
Oh, I get it, Mama, not your
little
mama.
Tex-Mex in there.
There
See
you go.
Yeah.
Love would have wanted that way. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that was written by Kurt Ryle, and about a gentleman on the 12-step program. And boy, it's deep. It's
Oh, wow. Well, you got to come back and do that one. We've got
Okay.
a lot of folks that have been delivered. Wish upon your star, your memory can go. Your memory can go.
uh-huh.
Is this about President Joe Biden or
No.
I couldn't resist.
Oh man.
Bad host. Bad.
Bad. Put you back in your cage.
Yes. Well, you remember you could. There's some of these songs we got to hear them. Honky Tonk Ready, Sadie. Who's Sadie?
Sadie, that was written by my steel guitar player, and Mr. Marty Chambers, who, by the way, we'd like to say hello to. He's
Yes.
recovering right now. He was in the hospital last week and having some surgery done, and everything's looking good.
Oh,
so
good.
he's
Good. This Ain't Love with Diane McCall. Hasn't she been on the program? Diane's our friend here. She's such a good
we have a
singer.
lot of mutual friends. I
Yes,
think.
that's awesome. Well, where have you been? I've been here for a couple of years now. Ruthie.
I'm Nashville's best kept secret.
No, I hear that a lot. You haven't heard enough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Diane McCall and I wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your old used to be. Who's your old used to be?
I don't know.
It's an old-
Which one?
Oh, I see. And the Dove. That sounds like almost like a gospel song.
Well, actually, it's a love song.
Yeah.
Sometime you have time, we'll do it. We can even do that live.
I love
with
it.
Just,
I love it.
Acoustic.
13 songs, so that's worth every penny. You got to go and get this. LonnieSpiker.com is one of the best places to find it.
Yep.
And get in your order for the new CD that'll be coming out in the fall for sure. And is it called the Crazy?
When the
do you
Crazy
have it?
Kicks In, yeah.
Is that
That'll
the
be
title of the
title
CD?
cut, right. Mm-hmm.
And I love this picture. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get a close up here of the two. Are they mules or horses?
They're horses.
They're horses
Richie Richardson designed that
They just went crazy.
front page design on it. And I like it so much, I think it's probably going to be the cover of the day album. So,
Is it about our country? Because, crazy has kicked in so much.
Crazy's kicked in all over the world as of late.
Hasn't
It's,
it, though? Here's a crazy thing. Today is actually, I don't know if you knew this,
No.
it's Turkey Neck Soup Day.
Turkey neck soup.
Don't
I
know
missed
that I've
it
ever
last
had-
year.
Yeah, did you miss it? Yes,
Yes,
March
I
30th
did.
is National Turkey Neck Soup Day, and I don't know where I got this joke. I think it was from Larry the Cable Guy. He's one of my favorite comedians. He said, I shot my first turkey today, but it scared everyone in the frozen food department. And so that's appropriate for Turkey Neck Soup Day. Have you ever had turkey neck soup? I don't know if
I've never had turkey
I
neck
don't
soup.
think so.
No, I don't
I
think
remember
so.
the neck sitting out on Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
That's about it. I don't
If
know
it was an accident. Let me say it that way.
Yes. It's also National Take a Walk in the Park Day, so we want you to exercise. Take a walk in the park.
Beautiful day for it, too.
Beautiful day. And birthdays. Do I have any birthdays? We can sing happy birthday to you. Charlene says turkey necks are yucky. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's Celine Dion's birthday.
Hey,
She's
Celine.
54.
Wow.
MC Hammer, can't touch this. He's 59. He's my age. I'll be 59 in October. Eric Clapton, who does not like, especially if you're a guitar player.
Absolutely.
You know,
The man.
what's that? one of my favorites, I didn't think of first. First I was in heaven, the one about heaven. But then my favorite is the I can change the world. And of course, there's his older ones, Layla and all that other stuff. But Celine
love him
Dion,
when he plays blues too. He's a tremendous blues player.
he is. He's worth noting, and he's 77 years old today.
No way.
On his birthday.
Wow.
I don't know how old Vincent van Gogh would have been, but all these are artists, and they have birthdays today. And so if you have let's see, any birthdays? Nobody's saying any birthdays, but Charlene just doesn't like turkey. She doesn't eat turkey at all.
Man.
I made one of the best meatloafs out of turkey. This has nothing to do with anything, but we've got time. I made the best turkey meatloaf yesterday, and I saw a thing that said, like, a diner meatloaf. And I thought, well, I love diners, and I love their meatloaves usually.
Yeah.
And yes, I did it. Without beef, it was with turkey. And good for me, and very good tasting. Just you have to take my word for it. But I love to cook. I don't know. Are you the cook? Your wife the cook?
Oh, my wife's definitely the cook, and she doesn't cook that often because we're on the road so much. So
Yeah, I hear that. The road stuff.
Oh,
But,
yes.
Speaking of the road, he is gonna. Where are you gonna be now? You said you might be heading to Texas, Fort Worth, right?
Yeah,
So
that'll be
you
in
wanna
the closer in the
reiterate?
summer. And then Ohio is going to be
Ohio?
later in the late summer.
Yes.
And, of course, we're working locally on a few places here and there, but
And you've been writing
just
songs.
gearing up for
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
You're writing songs. You've had some folks record any of your songs.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
we sure did. Yeah.
Some folks we might know that would.
Bobby Osborne, bluegrass fame,
Yeah.
he actually recorded a song that we wrote. I wrote that with Karen Penley called Keystone Coal. And it was on his, I don't think it was his latest, but the album just before that. It was Bluegrass and Beyond was the album title. And the song is Keystone Coal.
Wonderful.
But,
Man, what a great artist. And I'm so glad to meet you and so glad you're
it's
here.
My pleasure, absolutely. Thank you
And
for
this
having me.
song, you penned this from your heart, soul of a writer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Because
just,
you know, and we were talking beforehand that it seems like some of the best songs come out of pain and things have happened.
yeah,
You know.
whatever you can shake out of that pencil when you get it on the paper is
Yeah.
it just comes out, and you don't. We were talking about this earlier. One of the things that I just admire about country music, especially the older country, more traditional country
Come on
music.
now. I know you're
is-
gonna preach now.
Yes,
This is true. Yes,
the storylines are pretty much the same nowadays on a lot of the country music that's coming out.
and gospel, I might add, but go ahead.
Yeah, and you already know what the storyline is by the time you hear the first few bars of the song. Nothing wrong with it. It's just the writing capability is not where it used to be. To
No.
where on the more traditional sounds, it was stories. You had no idea what story you were going to get next.
And it was done cleverly and creatively.
Absolutely. The
you
world's
know.
best songwriters were in Nashville at one time.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of them here,
Sure.
but not to the concentration that there was.
And they're only here. They come to this program. The
That's
best ones
right.
come on this program.
That's right.
But,
So this is the stepping stone. So
I wish. I wish. But I love the heart of this song. And
Thank
it means something to me and to everybody that writes. There's a few writers out there. And whether you're writing a song or a sermon or a poem,
Same thing.
they come from your heart. And I think you captured it on this. I think this is
thank you.
great. And once again, here is Lonnie Spiker. Get his CD. Go to Lonnie Spiker. It's with a K, Spiker, like the
Yes.
Spiker.
Spiker.
Lonnie with an IE. And go there today. You'll
A
want to
long
get-
nail with an R on the end of it. Spiker.
Yeah, that's it.
I got the soul of a rider, the heart of a poet, and the skin of a rhino. I've been told I've brushed horns songs with the devil. You might not know it unless you listen to the words in my song. I get paid to write down what you might choose to forget, and I relive it every time a fiddle whines. A steel guitar needs a story to cry on, and tonight that story is mine. So Lord, if you're listening to the soul of this writer, I'll take all the forgiveness you can afford. For they know not where I've been with my notepad and pen, 'cause only hell, Hank, and you know for sure. Yes, I get paid to write down what you might choose to forget, and I relive it every time a fiddle whines. A steel guitar needs a story to cry on, and tonight that story is mine. So the next time a song grabs you by the heart, remember each word was paid for in tears. 'Cause some got passed on, and some just passed away, and some will live forever in their souls. So God bless the soul of this writer.
Wow. Just want that to sit just a little while. God bless the soul of this writer. That's just so good.
Yeah,
So good. Thank you for
appreciate
sharing
that.
your talents. Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
Listen, if you don't come back, I'll be very offended. I really, really, really want you to come back. And some of these
Consider
things,
it done.
I am so interested in the titles. You are a great writer.
Well, thank you.
And,
We're working on it.
You know, it's always a work in progress because you think, oh, that was my kid. I love that song. That was my
Right.
baby. And then you thought, oh, maybe I got another one. And there's another baby.
There's
comes
another
along.
one comes along, right?
I know. So
Somebody
love it.
once asked, what is your favorite song you've ever written, and or the best song you've ever written? I guess is probably the more often asked question. And you hope you never wrote it.
Yeah, you're still about to
it's
write
the
it.
next one,
Yeah.
hopefully.
I thought you were going to say when crazy kicks in. But
Well, that's true too.
No.
I didn't
That's
write
the
that
next
one,
one.
but that was a good one too. That was no. When we
Listen.
put the songs together for an album, I take a lot of the songs that I've written and other songs that other people have pitched to me, and whatever are the best songs. It doesn't matter who wrote them. Whatever the best
Right.
songs go on the album.
That's how I
So,
feel as
yeah.
well. And I'm honored that you're here today, and pray blessing over your travels and
Thank you.
open doors and Have you been to the Opry? Not been, but actually been on the Opry.
I
yet?
have not been on the opera yet. No,
Why in the
no.
world?
I'd sure love to do that. That's,
Yeah?
that is a very, very, very special place.
Yeah.
So that's,
It is. It's like the Church of Country Music, isn't it?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes.
And I don't know what it takes to be part of that Opry deal, but
I don't know. I
know.
never figured that one
never
out.
figured. I don't know if anybody really does.
No.
You know, Mel, I think, was in and out and then back in again. I don't know if he was ever, or he maybe wasn't in, but in his last years was finally back into the Grand Ole Opry.
Really?
There's a story with that, but it's not important.
He
The
was
thing-
probably just slowing down enough to be here for
That is it. That is
Because
it.
he
I'm-
toured himself to death.
toured himself
man.
to death, and then when he moved to Branson to do all those shows in Branson, that
Right.
kind of kept him from that. So that's when he came back to. But I don't know how he got in, but I know him and Pam are in and all these folks, but you deserve it for sure. And
Well,
I'm
thank
not
you.
just blowing smoke. I really, 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 really enjoyed today and want more, but unfortunately, like, the hour's up already.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know
That's
it
not
goes back.
fair. Didn't
So-
we just get started?
And when I grow up, I want a jacket and a shirt like that. I'm telling you, you can't really see. Can you see that shirt even sparkles? I love it.
Hey, it's okay. Go down on Broadway on Saturday night.
Yeah.
There's somebody's drunk by a dumpster. Just take the suit off of them. That's
Yeah,
fine.
first of all, I don't want to be by a
That's
dumpster.
where I got
don't
mine.
want to be in Broadway. Yeah, Saturday night. But thanks for coming, and thank your beautiful wife for coming too, Marianne, and
Thank you.
Ruthie is here today, and you were here today, and I hope that it was a blessing to you, and just got you a new appreciation if you lost it on good country music. Mel, a lot of times would open up. I went to 100 different concerts of his. Would a lot of times open up and says, "This is what country music really is." And would play. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Boy, he was the ultimate writer on country and shuffle. Oh,
I know.
goodness.
We found bluegrass and like Appalachian. He
Is
did
that right?
some of that as
I
well.
did not know that.
Like his Ricky Skaggs,
Yeah.
"Honey."
Yeah. That was Mel.
Mel wrote that.
I did not know that.
I didn't know
Oh.
it until
I've learned something here, folks. I thought
See.
I was too dumb to learn.
See, no, you're not. Never too
Awesome.
dumb.
I love it. Oh,
Well,
that's cool.
we hope that this blessed you today, but we hope if you don't know Jesus, you will know him today because he is the answer for this world. He is the answer. He puts the music back in our hearts, and he gives us music. It comes in the form of all different kinds, from bluegrass and country, and yes, of course, gospel music, which is all about Jesus, or it should be. But really, he is the answer for everybody and for everything in this world today. And we continue to pray and look to him with the war that is happening out in Ukraine. I've been there, and they're beautiful people. And I pray, they're talking about peace agreements and all, but let's pray that the fighting stops there. And let's pray for our nation every day. And pray for our doctors. Today is National Doctors Day. Thank God for the doctors. Some of them actually laid down their lives during this pandemic. And so we are so thankful for doctors. And so pray for your doctor and all the doctors and nurses today. And don't forget to push the share button. If you enjoyed this program and you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, Facebook, I know for sure you can push share. And, Zuckerberg is that his name? Didn't even sound right when I said it. But the founder of Facebook
Yes,
or Meta,
yeah.
I bet he didn't know that when he had put share as the button, that it would be sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ and sharing this program. But push the share button and spread the word. We'll be back tomorrow right here, same place. Not another place or another time, but we'll be at the same place,
same
time tomorrow. Jesus is the answer for this world today. Come on, spread the word. Let everybody know. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take us out, Larry. It's your turn to talk, Larry. Go.
See y'all.
This brings to a close another edition of AM Kevin. We're glad you were able to join us. The AM Kevin Show is presented Monday through Friday, featuring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. If you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 844-47-KEVIN. That number once again is 844-475-3846. Or you can write us at Kevin Shorey Ministries, P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee, 37146. Our email address is kshorymen@aol.com, and you can also visit us at our website, kevinshorey.com. Join us again next time when we present another edition of AM Kevin. And remember, Jesus is the answer for this world today. AM Kevin is a part of the outreach ministry of Kevin Shorey Ministries, Inc., all rights reserved.